Hello, today we're outside in the glorious sunshine. We're going to get looking through the boot of the car and tell you what everything does. You might be surprised to what all goes inside the boot of an Mk2 Escort. So there we have the boot in question, full of aluminium. You can see it's all Group 4 fabrication stuff. The big tank here on the left is the dry sump tank that carries the oil for the engine. Bit surprising to some people, I suppose, when you have to go to the boot to top up the oil. The idea is with a dry sump you have a far better capacity. For starters, this thing holds about 1.75 gallons roughly when the lines are all filled. So it pumps the oil through the bottom pipe all the way up through the car into through the dry sump pump into the engine, and then goes full circle and scavenges back and comes up through the back and drops down into the tank again and keeps going full circle. Also gives the oil a chance to cool because it gets away from the heat of the engine. On this Group 4 fabrications, they do this option, which is handy to have a catch tank for any surplus or any blow-offs. So I have a pipe coming out of the top here and curls down and comes back up here, and then I have one that vents out. So there's a little bung underneath to empty that, which I usually drain after every rally just to see if there's anything in there. And there's usually something, but it's not the end of the world. So that's the dry sump tank. Obviously the fuel tank, what they call a shaped fuel tank, so you have room to drop your wheel in and you have the shape to take that. Car's fuel injected obviously, so you have a pressurized system, and we have a feed pipe coming out and into the stack of pumps. So this looks complicated, but it's not as complicated as it seems. We have 2 pumps on there. One of them is the main pump that works all the time. The second one is a spare. So the ECU kicks on this one, and then if it gives any bother we can switch over to a secondary one. To try and not have trouble with it, I put a pre-filter on, that red one down at the bottom. Surprised the amount of cars that don't run a pre-filter. Obviously there's a filter after the pumps, but if there's crap gets into the fuel, which it shouldn't, but if you ever get crap in or there's a contaminated container or something happens, you need a pre-filter to stop the shit getting to the pump, because if it gets to the pump it usually wrecks the pump. Obviously if a pump failed and it gave trouble and was shooting out crap, then the after filter will catch that. So the idea is to stop it getting to the engine or to the injectors. This here is a dry brake for fuel sampling, which we've had to do lately. Fairly straightforward, all of that stuff when you look at it. Doesn't do anything magical. Filler cap and a splash bowl to catch any spillage. All goes in that way. The spare wheel tire, keep the wheel centralized, and then I clamp it down. You can actually, we have an extension for that, so we can put 2 spare wheels in. You can get 2 gravel wheels in there, or 2 8-inch wheels. 2 9-inch wheels are a squeeze. You're not going to get the boot properly closed if you put 2 9-inch wheels. I have a sight gauge on the tank, see where the fuel's at. All the technology in this car, and you still have to come back to the back to look, see if there's a fuel in there. But you get used to that, and I don't think I would want to change it, to be fair. But you can quickly see where the fuel's at in the system. Real high-tech way of keeping my wheel brace, or my jack handle and my wheel brace in. Everything's cable tied, and just a simple scissors jack in there and just screwed up to hold it in place so it can't move. The tank has a breather pipe going down, and it vents out there through a one-way valve, so that if we end up upside down, it's not going to let fuel spill out all over the place. I've tested that and it works really well. So that's the most of the aluminium stuff. The carbon tray, we use Mk2 Motorsport. I've been using them for years. They do all the carbon and fiberglass on my cars, bonnets and boots. Nice carbon boot lid, and the interior stuff as well. You'll see the nice foot tray and the driver's foot area. They supplied all that stuff, which is tidy. And they even did me a carbon bulkhead guard at the back, which is nice. Keeps it all very tidy in there. So there you go, that's a quick video on the boot, and then we ended up inside the car. Go figure. Thank you, see you again soon.